Hey guys, it's Rachel from the Little Ring Lamb. Today's a new Top 5 Wednesday day. Today's topic is Top 5 series you want to start this year. Before I go on, if I'm looking down or over, I'm looking at my notebook where I've actually kept score. And this video I was going to post accidentally last week because I got the dates mixed up. So this is my Top 5 Wednesday. If you saw my back to me last week and you knew I was posting Top 5 Wednesday, this is what I was going to, well, I filmed it already last week, but I didn't really like the footage. I wasn't very satisfied with it. So I decided to shoot it today. So this is what I was talking about last week. Now with the new year, there's so many people doing series challenge where they want to finish a certain number of series. Obviously I want to finish a certain number of series. I'm just not doing any outwardly challenges because I already had the reading goal challenge and that's enough for me this year. But yeah, I just really like this idea. I think this Top 5 Wednesday is really good because it's getting me to reflect on the books that I need to pick up and get going with. A lot of these books are popular series as well. All the books, there's books that I don't own that obviously I want to start the series this year. There's so many books out there, like so many books. But these are just books that are on my shelf that I think that I really want to start the series this year. And either I have the first book or the second book. I don't have the complete trilogy or series for any one of these books, but I just really want to start them and see how I go with them because they're quite popular. So yes, these are only taken off the books on my shelf, so the list is comprehensive in terms of my shelf, not in terms of all the books. So without further ado, I'm going to start with number 5. So number 5 is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and I believe this is a series. I know it's not a trilogy, I'm pretty sure, but this was recommended to me twice, and I was in the bookstore in the summer and I saw it, so I decided to pick it up. I haven't read, I don't think, any fantasy novels, so I was very excited to pick this up, especially because it's been getting a lot of rave and just like dipping my toes into the water, as I say. I didn't want to start with something so complex. I want to start with something that people loved and that there'd be a lot of information in case I didn't understand something. There'd be people I could talk to ask because, once again, I'm not a big action reader. I'm more into the dialogue because I find the action very hard to follow along with. But I picked this up in August of last year and I just wasn't feeling in the mood to read it and I didn't want to push myself to read it and hate it. So I decided to put it down, so I really hope to at least pick up the first book in this upcoming year. Coming up in number 4 is Mystic City by Theo Lawrence. And this book is a dystopian and it sounds really cool. I haven't heard too much about it. When it came out I heard more about it, but I haven't really heard a lot about the series, at least not the second. I think it's a trilogy or third book. But I really want to get into this series because it sounds really good and I'm just feeling like a dystopian kind of novel right now. So I'm hoping I can pick up this series this year. I think only the second book is out. I don't think there's a third book out. I don't know if it's a duology though. But it's just something I really want to pick up this year because it's been sitting on my shelf for a few months. Coming in at number 3, we have The Forsaken by Lisa M. Stasier, and I've heard good things about this. I know a little while back I heard more about it because of the cover controversy. They changed the covers. They still kind of match, I think, like not the spine maybe, but like the design of the angles and stuff. But I got this one last year and I thought it sounded really good. It's another dystopian. A lot of these are dystopian series that I really want to start. But I'm really excited to get into the series. I've heard good things about it. A few mixed things, but mostly good, I would say, out of the whole thing. And I believe this whole series is out, or at least I know the first 2 books are out for sure. By this point, I think the video should be what Rachel hasn't read that everybody else seems to love, because all these books are things people have loved. So I really need to start going into this category. Not that I should be a bandwagoner, not that we should all be bandwagoners, but with books it's a little different. If everybody loves it, it's kind of hard to resist. But I guess it's kind of like bandwagoning too. I said that really weird. But yes, the next book, number 2, is The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. I hear so many good things about this book. Not only does it look really good, but it is quite a heavy paperback. If you have it in paperback, like, it's really heavy. It does not look this heavy, but that is besides the point. I really want to start this series. It sounds really good. So much rave, and it's just another dystopian once again. So the next book, number 1, is The Unbecoming Amara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. And I have the first 2 books in this series, obviously this one and then the second one, which I think is The Evolution of Amara Dyer. It's right there. Yes, The Evolution of Amara Dyer. And this book has been recommended to me countless times, and I see people raving at least about, like, because I know the trilogy ended, like The Darkest Minds, they both ended in November of last year. So I really want to get started on these books. I've heard so many people raving about the series in total, and it's just making me really excited. It also, I was talking about in another video about unreliable narrators, and I got a few comments and messages about certain books, and one of them was this book that has an unreliable narrator, which I quite enjoy because it's a little more mysterious. It's kind of like a mystery mixed in with it. And this book's supposed to be really creepy and cool and mysterious, so I'm very excited to get into that. And yeah, this has been my Top 5 Wednesday Top 5 series I want to start this year. It feels weird to already be in a new year. It feels like we're still like back in December. But it's just really exciting because we get to start all these new goals and stuff, and then you get like halfway through the year and you start some more goals, and then you get near the end and you realize you haven't always completed all those goals, but it's fine regardless. I just love making goals and lists of things I want to do, and I hope I can at least start 1 out of the 5 of these series this year, if not start most of them. But yes, that is my goal for my series, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!